Hello friends, welcome to IELTS Success. Once again I'm here with another video on latest cue card to help you to achieve 8 plus band in IELTS speaking. And today's cue card is describe something you bought that was difficult to use at first. And the related questions could be what is it, when you bought it, what does it do, and explain how difficult was it to be used. But before I proceed further with the sample answer of this particular cue card, I would request you to please like and subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon to get further updates on my latest videos. And one more thing, I would request you to please watch my entire video as I would be discussing some of the examples you can talk about in this particular cue card. Alright? Guys, in this particular cue card, you can talk about anything which you have bought recently or in the past, and you think that initially it was really difficult for you to use, and later with the time passes, you think that it was a little handy for you to use. So you can talk about anything which you think you can just mention for 2 minutes. Frankly speaking, the examiner only checks your grasp on the English language and not the content. They are least bothered about the attributes of the thing which you have bought and why it was not functioning and all those things, but they just wanted to see that how effortlessly you are able to speak about this particular cue card. So just after the introduction para in my sample answer, you can use anything you bought recently or in the past and then talk about it. You can add any story to it. For example, if you are a technological person or tech savvy, you can talk about gadgets. All right, like you can say something like this, that first when you bought that particular thing, you thought that this is not your cup of tea to use, but later you got used to it. For example, you can talk about camera. There are variety of cameras in the market, for example DSLR or any camera which has several features to it, and it was very difficult for you to use initially, but later on by using it on a daily basis and learning about it, it was easy for you to use it. You used it like a pro. Same thing goes with the mobile phone. There are several phones in the market, for example iPhone with the latest features or different phones. So you can talk about laptop, projectors, webcam, or any technical thing which you can think about, you can use in this particular cue card and talk about. Another example you can take in this particular cue card is household products. I believe most of you have seen everyday things at your home. Either your mom is using or your wife or even you must be using it, right? So it would be really easy for you to talk about those things. Just that you need to build a story and you need to talk about certain things, right? For example, you can talk about vacuum cleaners that you bought initially. You were not aware about how it would work. And then later while using it, you got to know that it works the way you wanted it. All right. So there are similar other things like a smart TV, mixer grinder, food processor, OTG, microwave, dishwasher, washing machines, and so on. So there are several things you can just talk about. Any single thing you can pick it up from your home and then you can talk about. Also, you can talk about automotive or mechanical products like car, bike, scooter, gym equipment, like treadmills that you bought initially. You were not aware about how to use it, but later on you got used to it initially. All right, now let's move to my sample answer. So you must be wondering, what is the formula of getting 8 plus band in speaking? It's quite simple. You just need to use certain vocabulary, which is lexical resources, along with few idioms in speaking in all the 3 sections of speaking. There are some vocabulary and idioms which I have used in this cue card, and I have also highlighted them in my sample answer for your reference. Even if you manage to use 2 or 3 idioms or idiomatic phrases, you can achieve a good band. So let's see my sample answer. Well, this is an interesting cue card, as in my perception, whatever we buy, either mechanical or technological, it requires some time to get familiar with it. It would surely be difficult for me to talk about one product which was tough to use initially, as I own a myriad of things that took a little time for me to get accustomed to it. However, one thing that is coming off the top of my head, which was challenging for me to operate in the beginning, was a home theater. Actually, almost a couple of years ago, I bought a home stereo system, which was highly expensive since it was a branded one. Moreover, it was fully equipped with all the latest features, so it cost me an arm and a leg to buy. I used all my savings along with my family's support and took it on an EMI. I still remember that I was highly enthusiastic after buying it, that immediately I called all my near and dear ones and invited them for an indoor movie night for the next day. When I reached home and opened the box to assemble it, I started to get cold feet, looking at multiple spare parts and speakers. Frankly speaking, I am not tech savvy, plus it was an extensive stereo system with a lot of speakers and long wires. Besides, I was up in the air since it was almost impossible for me to connect them that too accurately. I never thought it would be so complex to fix and come with multiple components. Although there was a handy user manual guide with step-by-step procedure to install it, I realized later that assembling it is not my cup of tea, and it certainly requires a great expert to fix it. Just then, I called the company technician to install it properly, and with no time, he managed to assemble it exactly the way I wanted and made my day. He also explained to me about the functionality of the music system, which I listened very carefully to and thanked him. Since I bought it purely for entertainment purpose, we all watched the movie together under one roof and had a whale of a time with my kith and kin. Indeed, it was challenging to use in initial days, but now I can say that I am a pro and uses it in full swing. So friends, this is how you're supposed to answer this particular cue card based on your personal choice, using the lexical resources and the idioms or the idiomatic phrases which I have used in this particular cue card. No need to use all idioms and idiomatic phrases. You can just go with the flow. Alright. So all the best and stay tuned for my next cue card. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any further query, please contact me via email on the below email address, which is ieltsparty4@gmail.com, or you can also leave your comment below in the comment section. Please don't forget to like and subscribe my channel to get further update. Once again, thank you and have a good day.